Hi, everyone. I'm Jamie Vaughn with CCM Magazine, and I am here today with Carly Pearce. Most of you might know Carly from her country side of things. She is a two-time ACM winner and also a winner at the CMAs, and now you have probably seen her everywhere singing with Matthew West, Truth Be Told. Hi, Carly. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So we're excited to have you on here today. I would love to hear how it came about that you got to record with Matthew West.
One of those just very funny God things. I love Matthew. We've been friends for a while, and I'm such a fan of his music and everything about him, his songwriting.
Mhm.
And he just approached my team and said, I'm trying to do a new version of Truth Be Told. Would Carly be interested? And it felt so like right on time for God to do that for me, because I've always wanted, I love Christian music. And so I've wanted to figure out a way that felt authentic for me to possibly collaborate with someone or write a Christian song or do something like that. And then for it to be this song, just if you're familiar with my story at all, you know that I went through a lot of really hard things in 2020, and just really have kind of taken my testimony to the country world of saying it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to go through struggles. And I felt like, oh my goodness, this is such like affirmation from God for me to be able to be a part of this song.
Right. I can tell you, he came in right before the pandemic hit to our studio and was like, "Hey guys, I've got a new song I'd love to play for you." And nobody ever comes over to our side of the office. The entire building was there, and he played Truth Be Told. And I don't think there was a dry eye in the room. So that's one of those songs I think will be one, a career song for him, and one that just speaks to everybody. And so now for you to have that kind of version with you on there, what does that mean to you?
It's an honor. I think that's the best word for it. I think he said words that I wish I could have said, or I wish I could have been brave enough to say.
Right.
But it's like you said, no matter who you are, that song's going to touch you, because we all go through those moments, especially in our society today with social media and just the
Right.
perfection looming over all of us of I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm not.
Yeah.
And I just love that.
Yeah. How do you take your faith and being a country artist, which sometimes country music and Christian music seem to overlap, but for the most part, we're in our own little bubbles. How do you take your faith and weave that through your songwriting?
I think that there's so much hope in what I write.
Mhm.
There's so much truth in what I write. And I think that my main purpose for making music is to bring glory to God.
Mhm.
And I think that if you follow my music or you hear my heart, you know that that is where my hope comes from, and that's where
Mhm.
my peace comes from. And although I'm not writing Christian music, I do think that there is a constant feeling that I know my purpose and I know my worth, and I know that the struggles that we have in
Mhm.
life are so um, for such a greater good than we even understand, and we just have to
Right.
continue to push through that. And I think for me, especially being in the country world, it's I can be a light to people that maybe don't know God, or need to have a fixture in our genre that is unapologetic about it, and
Mhm.
can bring hope to them through their music.
Yeah. Are we going to see more of your writing coming into the CCM world?
I would love to. I really hope, and I keep telling Matthew, we're going to write together. And I'm like, Matthew, I want to, I want to do this. I would love to collaborate with Matthew on a song that maybe I could put on my album, and
Mhm.
have him sing on it, or do something like that, because it's really important to me. And I feel like now I've gotten such a great introduction with Matthew in this amazing song. So
Yeah. Now you have a new EP out called 29. What's the info behind that?
29 was a pivotal year for me in a lot of ways. I lost my longtime producer and friend Busby. He had glioblastoma, brain cancer, at the age of 43, and passed away within a few months. And I went through a really public divorce. And I think that all of those things were things that I really didn't know were going to be a part of my story. And I think a lot of us, even though that might not be somebody else's story, but I think that we can all relate to things maybe not working out the way that we wanted them to. And 29 is my year of 29, the year that all of these things happen to me. And I kind of take you on this journey of dealing with it, and processing it, and having the redemption on the other side of knowing that God works all things for our good. And I now see the good through all of that.
Yeah. Now tell me, do you have a favorite lyric you've written?
Oh goodness, that is so hard. I think the song 29 as a whole is probably the most proud I am as a songwriter. There's a lyric, I would say like the most clever lyric I feel like I've ever written would be from a miss to a misses than the other way around. So,
It's a powerful song. I listened to it this morning and I wanted to cry. I could feel your
oh,
heart in it, very much so. Now, take that question, flip it around. Is there a song or a lyric you wish you had have written? Somebody else beat you to it.
so, oh my goodness, so many. I would say like as a song, "The House That Built Me," Miranda
Oh,
Lambert.
such a good one. Oh, yeah.
That one just nostalgic. Oh my goodness, every time I hear it, I'm like, why didn't I think of that?
Right. Right. Now, as we end our interview here for CCM, is there a message of hope that you would like to leave our viewers?
I think I really do feel like, um, for me, the thing that I feel like God has taught me through the last couple of years, we always want to understand, why are we going through pain, or why are we going through struggle? Why is this happening to us? And
Mhm.
there's always redemption on the other side. And we have to stay in prayer, in faith. The
Mhm.
blind faith is tested more than ever when you're going through those things. And I
Right.
think we have to remember it is for a purpose. And we may not know it in the time that we want to, but we will. And like I said, one of my favorite verses is in Ecclesiastes. God works all things for our good.
Well, Carly, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with CCM today. And best of luck. And we cannot wait to see what's next in our world for you. And if you have not heard her sing, Truth Be Told with Matthew West, guys, go listen to it. It's amazing. And if you love country music, go listen to her new album, 29. I promise it's so good. Thanks, Carly.
Thank you.
Absolutely.